Okay, so I'm just going to offer some ideas and provocations for your final papers. So using the course textbook, you're going to, particularly paying attention, to the preface in chapters 1 to 2 and other course readings that we've engaged with. You're going to write a paper that explores the aims and concerns of hermeneutic phenomenological pedagogically oriented research, and particularly what it means to study lived experience. So as you write, consider the following questions. What are the concerns of hermeneutic phenomenological human science research? What matters? What is it oriented towards and in what way? What are its aims and intentions? What does it seek to do or find out, and why? What is its purpose? What are the processes of researching like? And here you can draw on your inquiry assignments too. What does it require of the teacher researcher? So you're really going to be engaging with what are the processes of phenomenological research like? What does it require of us? And this paper should be well written. It should be an APA style, between 1,200 and 1,800 words, excluding the title page and references, and an abstract is not necessary. Really, the general essence of this paper is that you have a strong sense of what it means to do phenomenological research and living inquiry. So I encourage you to take a look at the rubrics that are posted on eLearn to get a sense of how I'll be marking this paper. You'll need to be concise and really think intentionally about how you are responding to some of these questions. So some more suggestions for your paper. As you think about writing, you might find it helpful to refer to pages 8 to 13 in the course text, because this is where Van Manen is outlining the qualities of hermeneutic phenomenological research more generally. You could also frame your paper around some of these qualities. So for example, you could discuss how the study of lived experience begins in the life world. It's a practice of thoughtfulness, means of being engaged in a research as a search for meaning. It's a poeticizing activity. And then you can draw on some of our other articles to support these ideas. And again, you can enrich your discussion by drawing on ideas and examples from the supporting articles and from personal experiences in the course, from your virtual collaboratories or from your inquiry projects, from your dialogues in the forums. And then also something to think about is this reminder that your digital portfolios, the final composition will be need to be submitted to me by December 5th or the 6th. That's sometime during that weekend. This assignment has been ongoing and we've been engaging with it every week. So really the composition should already be complete by December 5th or 6th anyways. But this is just the final time to make any changes to your portfolios and including your final entry, which is entry 8, because that now is counting as the 10% entry, the bigger entry. And so just thinking about how your composition works together, thinking about the aesthetics of it and how it works in relation with each of the posts or each of the pages in your website. And also just reiterating what I said earlier in the course is that you should not be using Google images or images that you found off the internet. Again, we're thinking about the lived experience, so the photos and the aesthetics that are composed within this digital portfolio should be meaningful. They should be original. They should be your own photographs because we've been using photography as a method. So think of your portfolio as an opportunity to create an aesthetic that reflects your learning in this course. It shouldn't have general images that you got from Google or, like something more general that you could find. It has to be specific and something that's made, something that you made throughout this course. So just some recommendations in thinking about that final composition before it's submitted. And you can submit a link to that in the eLearn assignment Dropbox that I'm going to post in the next day or so. Also, you have a virtual collaboratory reflection. It's a super brief reflection that will be due in our final week by December 6th, again at the latest. So you'll be required to submit a one-page personal reflection that speaks to the quality of your participation in the virtual collaboratory and online forums. And please do state in this document if you missed any sessions of your group. And also, I'm aware that quality participation is not necessarily based on how much you say, but rather participation is going to be graded on the evidence of sustained critical thought and attentiveness to the readings and the depths of your contributions throughout the course. So in this self-reflection assignment, try to provide evidence of your participation. Show me direct examples. And you might also refer to your collective virtual collaboratory Google Notes to support you. And yeah, so that will just be brief. That's just a one-page reflection. And then next week is our writing workshop. So it will be, you won't have a portfolio entry due next week. This portfolio entry 8 is your final entry. So next week we'll be working on our papers together. So try to bring a working outline or a draft, some emerging ideas, what you have of your paper to your virtual collaboratory group to read and be collectively edited so that you can work together in composing those papers. So yeah, so next week there will be a lesson workload to give you space to work in your virtual collaboratories in that writing process together. Unfortunately, I can't offer extensions on the final assignments past December 12th, as I'll need to give myself enough time to mark and submit my grades. So your papers are due on December 12th. And so please do come to the virtual collaboratory group with some kind of working ideas or a draft, even better, of your paper so that we can engage in the workshop together. I really encourage you to prepare and utilize this time to work together, share questions and ideas about your paper, and then there will be more directions for this workshop posted on eLearn before you meet. And if you have any questions about your final paper, please do email me and I'm totally happy to support you. Read through an initial draft if you'd like me to, or an outline of how you're thinking. And yeah, I'll also be here on Thursday evening in my virtual office if you'd like to pop in and share some of your work or have any questions that you have about final assignments or our final weeks together. But yeah, I think that's it, everybody. Looking forward to this week and engaging with you and wishing you the best this week. And yeah, thanks, everybody. Talk to you soon.